Hello, Fintech Garden, and welcome to our weekly harvest. And today we have three news for you that we would like to share and discuss. So stay with us, subscribe, and follow in social networks. And hello, Dimitro.
Hello, Iger. Happy to see you again, and happy Friday to all of us. We have amazing news this week. One of the news is that one stablecoin, USDC, or the company who stays behind it, Circle, goes public. And this basically means a very good push for stablecoins regulations in the United States. So Circle Internet Group, which holds the USDC, raised about 624 millions for 6.9 billions of evaluation, which means that they are like USDC right now is also looked very very positive on the market like USDT, and they also both of these stable coins push United States for more stronger and harder regulations on stable coins. And if you'll observe all our weekly review of the news, you'll see that we are discussing each time we're discussing about stable coins. And seems like we are honestly very, very close for a period of when stable coins will be like fiat. Everyone will have wallets with stable coins, maybe some classical banks or neobanks will also start to have their own cryptocurrency processing, and they will start to you'll be able to pay with USDC, USDT everywhere.
Yeah, it seems to be quite good technology, and let's wait when it will be adopted on the last customer mile. Because I think a lot of things are happening on the infrastructure level. So we see those companies popping up like a Circle, Bridge, and Stripe. And Stripe actually acquired another company this week, which is building e-wallets for USDC. But I think we need to see more happening on the customer side. So it's a really great news. It means the adoption is there and the infrastructure is ready. So let's see the new awesome customer features.
Yeah, absolutely great.
So the second news is actually the Scalable Capital raised 155 millions to build European Charles Schwabs. So what does it mean?
Well, it means that German digital banks or digital products or fintechs are coming back again. We had 3 4 years ago a period where German fintechs, a German fintech company, were like making a kaboom in a good way, making a boom of investments, new products, and so on. Germans are coming back. There were some issues the last 3 years, and 26 came back, and now new products are raising much more money. Scalable Capital is a digital wealth manager, and they secured something like one, as you said, 155 millions of euro. They need this money for scale up their business and operations in France, Italy, and seems that they are pursuing for German banking license, and this is why they need to grow their assets beyond 100 millions, and they need this big push. It means that we will have on the European market some new players in banking sector, but not standard classical like, I don't know, Monzo and 26 or Revolut or Solaris, but more like those who will, provide services beside the standard banking services like wealth management and so on.
Yeah, I think the finding the correct model for neobanking, like we have all the classical banks, and this week we released the video with the Samba Boyev where we discussed e-wallets, and there is a lot of things which on the high level, the trust where you hold in the money, and the trust to the e-wallet or payment infrastructure that you are using, and I think the upcoming years we will see more evolution of the business models of the digital banking in neobanks, because it's not just holding your accounts. Usually people still keeping the money and receiving salaries with the well-known and trusted names, but I think we will see more evolution on how the banking is serving customers with the payments, with the access to different type of assets, with the different types of the payments, as we mentioned, USDC, etc., etc. Maybe European currencies the same way, because we want to have better settlements. And on other level, which I see, and since you are from Romania, I saw that actually another news. It's a sub news. I wouldn't highlight as the third one, but it shows the intent because local governments, they are introducing some harder rules and, for instance, transaction fee processing in Romania. Like it's going to be, each transaction is going to be taxed or like 60 cents or something. That's why I think we will see more evolution of alternative payments where people will seek the way to avoid those additional fees for their transactions, and they want their money to be moved much more freely and without additional costs.
Yes, this move of Romanian move is linked more to political and economical part, not because of regulations or something like this. But yeah, by sure, I mean, all the time people were searching for options to avoid paying fees
Extra.
and
Extra.
extras. Yes, yes, that's correct.
Maybe before the last news, like coming back to the Scalable Capital, it's quite important to highlight that the valuation of this company is 1.5 billion dollars, and actually it shows a really good depth into the wealth management European Union, because there are a lot of applications that were businesses that are following and trying to jump into the market for the digital banking, but actually the wealth management is really important, and I think a lot of it is underserved in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you totally. And this is linked with the third news that also Payrails, also German, a Berlin-based fintech company, also raised some money. They raised 32 millions in Series A, but they raised not for extending the operations in different countries, like for example, Scalable Capital, but they raised the money for accelerate its payment orchestration, accelerate payouts, tokenization, analytics. Classical thing that the fintech needs. Seems like, as I said, German companies are back, German fintechs are back, and it's also a signal together with Scalable that this one of the biggest, I will say, European paytech rounds this that we had like this week underscores the growing of demand for unified enterprise solutions on fintech and platforms, fintech platforms in European Union zone, and that will help to overpass those cross-border issues, overpass the fees, for example, that are in Romania will be applied, and this will be we are honestly entering a very interesting era.
So now we can jump to the third news, and actually, it's pretty cool. Once again, a European-based, Berlin-based Payrails raised 32 millions in Series A, backed by HIV Capital, EQT Ventures, General Catalyst, and Andrew Horowitz Fund. So, what do you think about that?
As I mentioned already, this is absolutely great thing that's happening, and Germans are back. I'm happy for this. I'm very happy that German fintechs are coming back, and this they need this money for, as I said, for orchestration, for tokenization, analytics, and this is a very good signal on the market that we will have much more enterprise solutions. We'll have solutions or features on different solutions that will help in future to build some interesting white labels products, or not only. Sounds like we will have next 5 up to 10 years in the fintech, European fintech will be predominant German one.
Yeah. The depth of the market actually gives a good opportunity to roll out the business models locally, but then extend to other regions. And it's kind of Central Europe, I would say. Moving left or right also is good. Like there is a lot of possibilities for the German market. Although, like, why do you think N26 is not booming as same way as Monzo or Revolut? Because it also may be one of the part that is highlighting the why it's not so easy.
I think we'll have news about N26. Please remember that they were under the special control and regime of German regulations, German regulators. BaFin controlled. I mean, they made some changes in the way, in the procedures how N26 is working and providing services. So I think they are right now only getting back, and by sure we will see some very good results next year, or maybe in autumn for N26.
Yeah, that's definitely true because they raised another series that we discussed last week, and I think they have a really good potential to hit the market with the more awesome news and numbers. I think for today it's good. Thank you for sharing the episode with me. Thank you everyone for joining and listening. Please subscribe, share our episode in social networks, and please follow us on YouTube or LinkedIn, where we're posting and discussing whatever is happening in fintechs.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to see you, Igor, again. Happy Friday, and see you next week.